Hello, friends! It's story time with Miss Dina, and we're going to read a story called Otis. Otis is about a little tractor who works on the farm. He loves the farm, and he loves it even more when he makes a friend with a little calf. But one day, the farmer goes and buys a new big tractor and replaces Otis, and Otis can't work or play with the little calf anymore. What will happen to Otis? Let's find out. Hi. Before we get started, we need to go over some vocabulary words. So, over on this side of the screen, I have our vocabulary words for our story. Number 1 is tractor. Tractor. It's a machine that farmers drive and use to work on their fields. Number 2, unwind. In this story, it means to relax and have fun, to unwind. Number 3, stall. A small room in a stable or a barn, a stall. Number 4 is calf. A baby cow. Number 5, bawled. That means to cry loudly. Number 6, rumbling. A low, loud sound. Sometimes you hear rumbling thunder when it's starting. Number 7 is waded. Wade means to walk into water where it's shallow, where you put your feet in the water. That's wading. Number 8 is stuck. Stuck. That means you can't move. You're stuck. Number 9 is farm hands. Farm hands are the people that work on a farm. Number 10 is in quotes because it's a phrase people say when they are angry or frustrated. They'll say, I'm fit to be tied. And number 11, grip. When you hold something tightly, you are gripping it. You have a tight grip. Are you ready to read our story, Otis? I am. All right, there's Otis and there's the calf. Let's read our story and find out what happens to the baby calf. There once was a friendly little tractor. His name was Otis, and every day Otis and his farmer worked together taking care of the farm they called home. Otis liked to work. Do you like to work? But after working hard all day, Otis was ready to unwind, there's that vocabulary word, and play. He would ride the rolling hills and skirt mud pond down by the corn. He would leapfrog bales of hay and explode through the haystacks. Looks like quite the explosion, doesn't it? On occasion, he would chase a rabbit or play Ring Around the Rosie with the ducks to the sound of his steady putt, puff, puppity chuff. And sometimes, at the end of the day, he would just sit under the apple tree and watch the farm below. Every night, tired but happy, Otis would putt-puff into the little stall in the barn that was his. One night, when Otis was fast asleep, the farmer brought a beautiful baby calf into the barn. The calf bawled and bawled for her mother, but when the sleepy sound of a soft putt-puff, chuff came from the next stall, the little scared calf stopped bawling and drifted off to sleep. Here she is, she's fast asleep. From that day on, the calf started following the little tractor wherever he went. Putt, puff, puff, puppity chuff. She followed him over the rolling hills and down by Mud Pond. She was right behind him, leapfrogging bales of hay. And the calf made their games of Ring Around the Rosie all the better. It seems like Otis is having lots of fun with his new friend. Sometimes at the end of the day, the two of them would just sit together under the apple tree and watch the farm below. Otis loved his little calf, and the little calf loved Otis. There they are, sitting under the apple tree watching the farm. Oh no, what is this? And one day the farmer surprised everyone with a brand new yellow tractor. Time to move out, Otis, the farmer said. He took Otis out of the little stall in the barn that was all his and parked him back behind the barn. Then he backed the big yellow tractor into the stall next to the little calf. Do you see Otis's face? How do you think he's feeling? Oh my, look at all the weeds. But the little calf didn't like the big yellow tractor. He had a deep, rumbling snore that shook the stall when he slept. There was no one to purr the little calf gently to sleep, no one to spend her days with. And Otis could not even see his farm as the weeds began to cover his tires. His friend often sat with him, but she could not get him to play like the old days. I think Otis is feeling really, really sad. It was early summer when the farmer discovered a poster. Who has the prettiest calf in the land? Judges will decide at the county fair and award a fancy blue ribbon to the winner. The farmer knew the answer. He would show the little calf. But on the morning of the fair, the little calf was nowhere to be found. She had wandered down to Mud Pond by the cornfield to cool off. When she waded into the muddy water, her feet sank. With every step, she sank deeper and deeper and deeper. The little calf was stuck in Mud Pond. Oh no. Here she goes. Get the hands, the farmer shouted when he saw her. All the farm hands came running with their ropes, but the more they tugged, the more stuck the calf got. Get the big yellow tractor, the farmer shouted. He can save her, but the big tractor just scared the little calf. She sank in deeper and deeper. Nearby farmers began to gather. Then call the fire chief Douglas and the fire truck, the farmer shouted. They can save our little calf. But the sight of the big red fire truck startled the little calf in even deeper. The farmer was fit to be tied. If the farmhands and the big tractor and even Fire Chief Douglas and his fire truck couldn't save the little calf, who could? Who do you think can save the little calf? Let's keep reading and find out. Look, there's the fire truck, the fireman on a ladder trying to get her out of the pond. Suddenly, the little calf's ears perked up. Over the hum of the growing crowd, there came a faint sound in the distance, a soft rhythmic purr, put, puff, puffity chuff. The crowd turned and looked. The sound became louder, put, puff, puffity chuff. And all at once, Otis put-puffed from around the barn. He turned and headed straight toward Mud Pond. Look, she hears Otis coming. Otis put-puffed down the rolling hill and pulled right up next to the muddy water's edge. The calf heard her friend's puttering purr and bawled. It was something like a hello. Then to the sound of his gentle chuff and the amazement of all the people in the crowd, Otis slowly began to circle the pond. What is he doing? He circled, and the little calf turned and turned. never taking her eyes off her friend. With each ring Otis made around the mud pond, the muddy grip loosened until the calf was able to stumble out of the pond on her own. The two friends had found each other again. Otis led the calf right down the dusty road toward the village, and everyone threw flowers as they went, following them into town. It looked like a happy parade. No one needed a fancy blue ribbon to tell them that the calf was a special calf. Otis was a special tractor, and the two of them were special friends. From that day on, the farmer discovered that with Otis's puttering purr beside the chicken coop, his chickens laid more eggs. At milking time, with Otis's gentle chuff nearby, his cows produced more milk. On occasion, Otis even got to join the farmer and the big yellow tractor out in the fields. But often at the end of the day, Otis would just sit with his friend under the apple tree and watch the farm below. The end. So Otis took care of the little calf and showed her all the games that he knew. I wonder if he had more fun playing with a friend. Do you have more fun when you play with a friend? When the farmer got a new tractor, he left Otis behind the barn. Why was Otis so sad? Why didn't he play with the little calf anymore? The big yellow tractor and the fire truck tried to pull the little calf out of the mud pond, but she was too scared to let them help. How did Otis make his friend feel safe? Why did he play the game with the little calf to get her out of the mud? Yes, very good. I hope you enjoyed this story of Otis. Stay tuned for the second and third read aloud of Otis. And don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time.